by the way, guys, I'm a part of, I've met some groups of people in many different countries. We're talking about over 200,000 people. This is a publicly traded company, which is called InvestView. InvestView right now they've been around for about 8 years. Publicly traded company. They're accredited by the Better Business Bureau. It's a phenomenal company. These guys, and I'll show you more about the founders, but these individuals, they were professional, experienced advisors who basically what they used to do was they were paid tens of thousands of dollars to teach people how to invest. And before they were teaching people how to invest, they were managing people's investments. And at some point, it doesn't get fulfilling anymore. So they said, you know what? Let's bring Wall Street back to Main Street. Let's do something for other people to make them more independent. Because as we see it, right, you can, right now, if you wanted to build your wealth, you could put your money into a 401k, you could put your money in an IRA. And at the end of the day, you're not going to see that money for the next 20, 30, 40 years. And you don't even know what's happening with it. So what are you missing out on? You're missing out on the education of understanding what you have had. Like, that education itself is more valuable, those 40 years that you missed out on how your money is actually working for you, than not having that information. That is the powerful thing here. I hear somebody's, let me see, somebody is having a issue with the volume. If you guys have any issues with the volume, you can always press the mute button. All right. And essentially, but that's the crazy thing, guys, is that this company, InvestView, they decided, you know what, let's bring Wall Street back to Main Street. Let's bring it back to the people. And especially with the advent of technology and the iPhone in the past 8 years, how much has developed. Guys, if you got an iPhone, or if you ever spend any time on your iPhone, let me get some phone emojis in the chat. All right, guys. So InvestView, which you can look up the company. I own shares in the company now after I saw the value that it's worth. And this company is worldwide, and it's been amazing to learn what they've been able to teach me. Guys, now what kind of solutions have they been providing for people, right? Which is why we're all here today. Well, they provide people access to technology, right? This isn't technology like Netflix. This isn't Netflix and chill. This is Alerts Pro chill. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what Alerts Pro is in a second, right? Financial fitness. We have people who are basically influencers all over the major channel news networks who have been well versed in teaching people. They're kind of like the Dr. Oz of the finance world, and they've been all over TV and helping people get themselves out of debt and get themselves basically out of their student loans, getting them to get ahead and in control of the credit card payments and such. I mean, it's crazy. But once this company started seeing people were making money, well, they started giving the benefits to travel, right? Because when you make a little bit more money, right, what do you want to do? You want to take some time off, right? Because why are you going to want to go to work if now you got the free time? I mean, come on. So essentially, this company, right, gave them access to discounted travel, right? 5-star experience for a 2-star price. Now, that's pretty cool, right? See, so they use 3 different methodologies. Number 1 is educate the masses. How do they do that? With a in-house proprietary university. And this university, right, is basically, you can get at it at any level that you understand investing. Maybe you're already in real estate. Maybe you have stocks. Maybe you've dabbled in different type of investments, right? Well, we have a basic, and intermediate, and advanced level, right? We have things like Money Pro, like I mentioned. Ross Jardine is going to teach you these different financial habits, right? So that you can get yourself in a better financial position. Because let's be real. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much you keep. Look at the athletes who are out there making millions and millions of dollars, guys. So tell me this. Why is it that after 2 to 5 years, they're already reporting bankruptcy? Why is that? Right? Well, it's pretty simple. Essentially, it just comes down to the fact that they had no money management. They made a lot of money and then they lost it. That's the issue, guys, right? And if you feeling this, let me get some fire emojis, guys. I see you guys on Facebook too. Don't think I ain't seeing you. All right, guys. So it's lit over here on Facebook if you guys are seeing. So anyway, in the meantime, all right, guys. So last thing, Kuvera TV, right? We spend a lot of time watching TV. Hey, I like watching Empire. I don't know if anybody watches that, but look, any of those shows, right, that you guys are watching right now, when was the last time that you made money off of that? Come on, guys, let's be real. This is Kuvera TV. You get to tune in live with our in-house trading experts as they analyze the markets, and they're going to go over with you their analysis. They're going to go over with you the research they have in the markets. That is extremely powerful, guys, because as you learn, tell me if you disagree. As you start learning about the markets, that's a skill that you cannot reverse. You can't erase from your memory. That's something you take with you for the rest of your life. So what happens once you have that knowledge? Maybe your family is going to learn these different habits that you have. Well, that's the power of this technology. It fuels the masses. And how do we fuel the masses? Well, through a technology that's already available to thousands of people worldwide. All right, we have something called Alerts One. And Alerts One, and now I'm getting into the nitty gritty with you guys. If you feeling me right now, show me some love. Show me some love over here on Facebook, guys. All right, in the meantime, Alerts One. Okay, Alerts One, trade alerts for all three major markets: Forex, cryptocurrency, the stock market. If you've heard any of these, right, write in the chats, write in your comments which one of these different markets that you've maybe dabbled in or you're familiar with, right? Or if you want, write in there which one you don't know about that you want to know about, okay? Because Forex, right, Forex is a big market. Forex is the market that the banks love. Let me ask you this, and if you know the answer to this question, please put it in the chat. What do the banks do with your money when you deposit that check that you get on Friday to the bank? What do the banks do with your money when you deposit that check to your bank? Anybody know? I'll tell you. The banks, they take your money and they trade it in the Forex markets. That's right, guys. They're risking your money that you work so hard for every single day, every single night in the financial markets. And it's until only recently, this decade, right? Only recently, people were able to start dabbling in the foreign exchange markets. Now, how interesting is that? That essentially at the turn of this millennium, we were able to start getting into foreign exchange, right? Well, before the banks were the only ones who were able to actually profit in that. So think of that, guys. Think of the power. Now, think about the biggest banks, the Federal Reserve, right? We're talking about HSBC, big major hedge funds and banks who are trading in this market. $6.6 trillion traded a day. And now we get access to it. And not only that, now with the advent of technology, we get access to it on our phones, right? So, I mean, we're in there with the big banks, we're in there with the head honchos, and now we're able to, with the Forex, with the Alerts One platform, we're able to transact, trade, and get into the markets now. Cryptocurrencies is a digital platform. It's currently a way, basically, that is not regulated by any sort of bank. It's not regulated by any sort of, major institution. In fact, it is something that is one of the safest pieces of technologies that's out there right now. It's one of the most mobile pieces of technology around right now, which is why so many companies are adopting it. And it's fast and it's secure. And the stock market, most people know stock market is just portions of a company, right? So right now, we have experts who have decades of experience in this, who are teaching us, right, not only how to use it, but they also are they're also showing us when they're going into a trade some basic type of basically when they're going into a trade, they're giving us an alert and saying, hey, you know what, I'm going into this. If you think it's a good idea, go ahead, right? There's no advice here, right? They're not registered advisors, right, to give anybody advice. You use your own discretion, right? But Alerts One's been very powerful. A lot of people benefited from it. You can either plug in the trades your own, or we have other ways where someone can actually manage the trades for you. A lot of people would benefit from this. I mean, look at the example here, right? We had two individuals out in Toronto who they basically used their own funds that they had saved up to open an account, and Blue means profit, guys. Look at how well they have done. I know you guys can't see here on Facebook, but essentially, right, I'm not here to make any claims and I can't guarantee anything, but what I could say is that essentially they've been doing, they've made enough where now it's sort of a bit life-changing because it starts to pay the bills. Now, this is something that alerts one typically on your phone, right? If you get a text message, how long does it take for you to respond back? It takes a few minutes, right? Well, same thing here. When you get an alert, it takes a few minutes. It might take you a little bit longer the first time around, but after that, quick, right? You'll be able to put in a trade, and then you just let the market do its work, guys. That's what they've done, and I can't tell you how relieved that they've been, guys. Right, and that's not the end game. Things will continue to get better, and there'll be challenges along the way. But could an extra $50 a month, maybe $100 a month, is something, additional money, right, that you're not clocking in and clocking out for? Could that do something different for you? Could that pay a bill? Maybe just the phone bill itself, right, guys? If you feel me with that, say, drop a Y in there. Drop a Y. Drop a yes. See, now, as powerful as it is, right, then we get to a point where we start empowering the masses. Once your family, like my own family, for example, is starting to see my success with this platform, they're starting to ask me questions. So I have to be prepared to answer, right, guys? So let's say you get started. Let's say you started using this platform and your family starts having questions, right? Get them on the phone with me. I'll walk them through the process. I'll show them how to actually start taking advantage of these different types of platforms, these alerts. All right, guys. And the crazy thing is that it's right here on your phone. It's right here on the phone. They say if your phone is not making money for you, it is not a smartphone. It is a dumb phone, guys. I'm sorry, but I gotta break the news. All right. But once we start having, I know y'all feeling that. All right. But look, here's the thing. If you did have more money, what would you do? Write that in the comments below, guys. If you did have more money, I'm not making any claims or suggestions, right? But let's just say if you actually started getting better, right? You'll make some mistakes on the way, but let's say you started making a little bit more money. What could you potentially do? I know me, for one, I definitely want to travel. And these are things that we get access to. I want to travel. I want to be able to go into my passions, right? And experience life, build a family. Yeah, these are things that these are just human. It's part of our human nature. So we're almost out of time here, guys. But look, at the end of the day, we all make choices, right? Most of you on this call, you're either a leader, you're a pioneer, or a visionary of some sort. Okay. And if you've seen the vision here, which not everybody is, by the way, 99% of the people here, I guarantee you your colleagues who are on this call right now are looking at this and saying, like, this is stupid. Somebody is going to walk away saying, this is dumb, I don't believe this, right? Like, and if that's you right now, please, and, with all due respect, you can feel free to exit the call right now. There's no hard feelings at all, but this is for people who have seen some potential or some type of vision in this, guys. We don't have time to really, focus on people who aren't, everybody has their own path, okay? And it just might not be in the stars for you, this type of path, and that's totally fine. But if it is, then, and you're looking to expand upon that, guys, let me break something down for you. Once you start making money in this, let me ask you this. When was the last time you went to go see a movie? And think of the last movie that you saw, right? When your friends asked you how was the movie and you told them how the movie was, how much did the director of the movie pay? Did you ever get compensated for it? I love it. I love the comments. Guys. I know you like to travel, that's for sure. So think of it, guys. Like, when was the last time that, I know Joker came out. I think there was some other movies that came out recently. Like, when was the last time you got paid for that? guys know that it doesn't work that way, right? But every time that you talk about something you bought on Amazon, right, there is some sort of model in place. Amazon can compensate you for that. You could go to Best Buy right now, right, and you're trying to buy like a new TV for somebody in your family, and Best Buy, if